Hey guys, what's going on? James here. In this video today, we're going to be talking about another Tampa Bay Buccaneers running back. It is Shawn Tucker. I know I spoke very glowingly about Rachaad White recently in a video talking about how he is very underrated. And I think an interesting question for Shawn Tucker is, will he be a bigger part of the offense moving forward? Because I know a lot of people want to see what Shawn Tucker can do. He's only 23 years old, will be 24 by the end of the upcoming season, but won't turn 24 until October. 5'10", 205 pounds, according to Pro Football Reference. And in his first year, he's going into year 3, by the way, with the Bucs. He came out of Syracuse undrafted in 2023. And in that 2023 season, it wasn't really anything spectacular. Played in 11 games, had 15 attempts for 23 yards. And his longest run was 7 yards. So really nothing crazy. He also had 2 catches for 9 yards. Again, nothing really to write home about there. However, 2024 was a big step up for Tucker. He played in all 17 games, had 50 attempts for 308 yards, 2 rushing touchdowns, a long run of 36 yards. So again, 5 times better than his previous mark. He also had 12 targets, 9 catches for 109 yards, and 1 touchdown as well. Now, that's pretty darn impressive, right? That is pretty darn impressive. And I think a lot of people look back at that game that he had against the New Orleans Saints in week number 6, the 51-27 win, where he had 14 attempts for 136 yards and a touchdown. He also had 3 catches for 56 yards and a touchdown as well. And they look at that one game and say, this dude can be legit, right? He can be legit. However, after that, he did not get a lot of opportunities. He had 5 carries the next week. He had 2 carries the week after that, 3 carries after that. Week 10, 0 carries. Week 12, 0 carries. Week 16, 0 carries. And then in that final game, or second to last game of the year against Carolina, you did see him get a little bit more work. 8 carries for 39 yards and a touchdown, his second best game of the season. I think that last year, you could have made a very legitimate argument that, quite frankly, there was just too many mouths to feed on the offense between Bucky Irving doing Bucky Irving things, which was to the tune of over 1,000 rushing yards, and Rachaad White doing some really good work as well. And I am curious to see if that's going to change this upcoming season, because Josh Grizzard is here. He was the passing game coordinator for the Bucs last year, and you've been hearing a lot about how the scheme's going to stay the same. There's going to continue to be continuity. But is there room for Shawn Tucker? Again, the football can only be, given. There's only so many touches to go around in a game, right? And you still have Bucky Irving, who is necessarily going to get touches. You have Rachaad White, who I talked about being underrated. You just drafted Emeka Egbuka in round number 1. You have Mike Evans. You have Chris Godwin. You have Jalen McMillan. You have Cade Otton in there as well. Maybe Payne Durham gets some opportunities. Maybe Sterling Shepard gets some opportunities. So I'm just curious to see where Shawn Tucker falls in that pecking order of priority of getting the football. Because there are certainly a few players that you can name above him. I just named a lot of them that where you could say, yeah, they should have the football more touches than what Shawn Tucker may get. I don't know if Shawn Tucker's role is going to expand too much this season unless an injury happens. Knock on wood for that, right? But I am going to be curious to see it. I think that he is an excellent insurance option, option. And if the Bucs decide that they don't see a role for Tucker going forward this upcoming season, hey, maybe they trade him to a team that will use him as a number 2. Because I think that'd be a perfect role for Shawn Tucker as a number 2 running back, be it for the Bucs or for somebody else. Tucker really feels just like a victim of circumstances right now, where there are just, quite frankly, a lot of high investment players ahead of him in terms of players who have proven to be very productive with the football in their hands, or they have high draft pick status or high contract status, anything along those lines. And it is unfortunate for Tucker. I 100% admit that and agree with that, right? So we'll see what the future holds for Tucker. Again, he is an excellent insurance policy right now at the absolute minimum for the Bucs at the running back position. I think that he very could easily be a number 2 in this league. Maybe a fringe number 1 if he is able to show consistency from what he had in that 2024 season. And I'm going to be curious to see what the future holds for him. I think he will get a ton of work in the preseason. So we're just going to have to wait and see. But guys, let me know your thoughts and opinions about Shawn Tucker down in the comments section below. I'd love to see it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hope you all enjoyed. And as always, guys, I will see you all in the next video or the next live stream. But until then, and as always, guys, goodbye for now, and go Bucs.